Good morning, this is Maani with Phoenix Tactical Solutions, and today we're going to compare the G-Code INCOG with the T.REX holster. I got two G-Code INCOGs here. One is for the Smith & Wesson M&P 9 and this one is for the Glock 19. One of the issues I have with the G-Code, and this issue is strictly with the Glock 19 holster. For whatever reason, the Glock 19 holster with the mag pouch attachment has an issue whereby, first of all, as you can see, I'm running a standard slide stop. It's not an extended one. As you insert the handgun into the holster, look what happens with the slide back. It drops. Now, I took this back to the shop from which I purchased it, and he had three other identical holsters, and they all had the same issue. I brought it up with the people at G-Code, and I guess they're going to look into it. But for whatever reason, it doesn't happen with my Smith & Wesson or my Glock 43. The T.REX doesn't have that issue. As you can see, it doesn't drop. Now, why am I even addressing this issue? What's the big deal? As you all know, if you're doing any one-handed manipulations, let's say your support hand, support arm is out of the equation, so you're running the gun with your firing hand, and you're shooting, and you go to slide lock. You obviously drop the magazine, insert the handgun into the holster, get the spare mag, insert it into the handgun, and either rack it on your belt, holster, or whatever is handy, or in the alternative, draw and drop the slide using the slide stop. Now, once you insert the handgun into the holster with the slide lock back, as you can see with the G-Code here, there's not much room. There's not much room to access the magazine. And if you have large hands or are wearing gloves, it could be an issue, and you could actually catch the rear sights and drop the handgun out of the holster. So there's just not enough room to do any kind of manipulation here. Whereas the T.REX, you have this nice V-taper, which creates a lot of distance between the spare mag and the slide. Perfect. For this one particular issue, this is the perfect fix. So the T.REX gets a thumbs up for that. Now, one of the issues I have with the T.REX is this clip, which pushes, as you put your belt on, it pushes the grip towards your body, towards your abdomen, so you have more concealability. To accommodate this clip, obviously, you need this lip here past the trigger guard. The issue I have, every time I'm drawing, I keep hitting my knuckle on this or my finger. It is a training issue, and I can overcome that. I've had this holster for 2 days now. It's actually shone. Now, as you can see here with the G-Code, you don't have that issue. There is no attachment near the trigger guard, so it's a nice smooth acquisition of your grip without anything hindering it. See this big giant clip, and it's not necessarily the clip that's the issue, it's this lip. So the G-Code gets the nod for me for a more comfortable draw because it doesn't have that lip and or attachment. Another issue I have with the T.REX is comfort. I understand that concealed carry is supposed to be comforting, not comfortable, as someone said, but I wore this at home pretty much all day, and I found it very uncomfortable. The muzzle end keeps digging into my abdomen. And I talked to another student in our class yesterday. We had a concealed carry class, and he had the same issue. Actually, I got a video of him saying the same thing. I don't know if it's because of the taper of this holster, but for whatever reason, you get a lot of pressure on your lower abdomen, and it's very uncomfortable when you wear it for a prolonged period of time. So as far as comfort, where you don't even notice it, the G-Code gets the nod. So Solomon's taking our concealed carry class today, and he has one of these T.REX holsters as well. What issues did you have with it?
So basically the thing is very uncomfortable. It just digs into your stomach all the time.
That's the same issue I had. I wore it pretty much all day, and it feels like it's just right in your lower abdomen, like a
Exactly.
knife after a few hours. Another issue, which is not an issue for me, but I know a lot of people who don't like any wear on their handguns. I don't care. I actually find that it gives it character. I was drawing this handgun from the T.REX, and I noticed that there's additional wear, shiny spots all over the frame, and a lot of lines on the slide. I don't know why that is. I don't know if the retention is via the trigger guard and the frame and slide. I have no idea why, but you get a lot of wear from the T.REX, which again, I really don't care, because to me these are tools. Who cares? But some of you may have concerns about that. So as far as less wear on the handgun, the G-code gets the nod. Now as far as kydex thickness, the G-code has a much thicker profile. I don't know if you guys can see. This is the G-code. It's pretty much double the thickness, to the eye at least, or maybe a little less than double the thickness. What does that mean? Not much to me. Obviously, the thinner the kydex, it probably has a less of a profile, so it conceals better, but I don't notice any difference. And as far as concealability, I really don't notice much of a difference between these two. This one, obviously, with the clip, it does form fit to your abdomen a little bit more, but other than that, pretty much the same. Maybe the T.REX gets the nod as far as better concealability. Now, there's a fine line. Yes, it's more concealable, but if you're not going to wear it all day because it's very uncomfortable, what does that mean? That means you probably are going to wear it less, or maybe transition to another one. So comfort, again, goes to the G-code. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to your comments. Again, this is my perspective. Your mileage may vary. With training, anything is possible, but I don't know how much the lack of comfort of the T.REX can become with more training. I found it the most uncomfortable holster I have, actually. Again, this is Sean's, but I have ordered one. Should arrive 4 to 8 weeks. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to your comments. Thanks again. Take care.